Hey everyone, it's Ivan with KitBadger.com, here to bring you another gear review, and today, talking boots. These right here, which are the Lems All Leather Boulder Boots. Before we get into kind of specifics with respect to these All Leather Boulder Boots, I will say I've had these for a while, probably about a year now, and I've also had a pair of the regular Boulder Boots. Put a ton of miles on those, and I put quite a few miles on these as well. One just kind of everyday around town use, and I've also actually worn these quite a bit in the backcountry. I actually wore these on the Vyrustalika remote military march. Vyrustalika, it's a Finnish company. They put on this remote military march, 25 kilometers, about 15 and a half miles in American. And I ended up wearing these with, I think I had like a 10 kilogram pack, 22 pounds, somewhere in there, and they did good. It was raining for, I don't know, probably a good half of that. And with that, these are not waterproof. They actually now make a waterproof version of them, but I wore these. They did a good job. I had, previous to that, actually treated them with some like leather conditioner and some essentially kind of a polish that give them a little bit of water resistance, I guess. But they did really good. One, just covering that many miles at once, and two, holding up pretty well to the water. Again, it wasn't pouring. I will say most recently, I brought them up here yesterday to Strawberry Mountain. There was snow up here. Was not expecting that. How did they do in the snow? They got wet. They absolutely did. I spent a number of hours drying them out last night around a campfire, but yeah, they definitely got wet. Overall though, I've definitely logged a lot of miles in them, and they continue to do a good job. As far as kind of stats go on these, they have a 9mm air injected outsole, which caught on fire a little bit last night trying to dry them out. They also have a 3.5mm removable insole. They're lined with 100% polyester, and they are in fact a zero drop, meaning essentially the height of where your heel sits to the ball of your foot, front of your foot, zero. There's no raised heel or anything along those lines. Why does that matter? Well, kind of comes to different schools of thought. On the one hand, well, actually, to make things easier, if you've ever read Born to Run, amazing book. Even if you aren't into running, it's still actually a good read. But goes through talking about the idea of kind of along the lines of barefoot running. Idea being your body pretty much knows what's going on. So as far as if you have an arch, oh, I have flat feet, blah, 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 all that stuff, whatever your body is, it's made to operate that way. And in doing so, with a zero drop shoe, especially one that is incredibly flexible without a ton of padding, it allows your body to actually work mechanically the way it's supposed to. So all of those different muscles up through your foot and through your calf and everything, yeah, they get strengthened because your body is allowed to operate the way it was designed. Another thing of note, incredibly lightweight. I want to say the size 10 weighs around 9 ounces. And with that, tons and tons of flexibility. Even though there's a ton of flexibility, I haven't personally ran into anything where I'm stepping on sharp rocks and I feel it, that 9mm sole, plenty. But at the same time, you definitely kind of get a better feel of terrain you're walking over. One of my favorite things about most of the shoes made by Lems is really wide toe box, which is really nice. I have wide feet, and consequently these are nice and wide. They also come with two different laces, these being the black. They also have basically kind of a maroon red laces that they come with too, and come in two different colors. This being their Raven, black, and they also have brown with, again, some fancy term for brown, but brown and black leather boulder boots. All that said, who do I think these would be good for? Well, anyone looking for lightweight minimalist boots with a wide toe box. These have done a great job. I've put a lot of miles on them. Granted, kind of depends on where you are geographically, use case, stuff like that. I've previously reviewed the regular Lems Boulder Boots, definitely more breathable, these being all leather versus the other ones. And ones I haven't tried, but I wish I had up here today, are their waterproof ones. A couple different versions, ultimately of the same boot, that Lems Boulder Boot. You can pick some up, right around 150 bucks, get them through Lems. And yeah, overall, pretty good minimalist boot. If you pick them up, have some time with them, let me know how they've done for you. And as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.